Hello, John.
Hello.
Welcome to
How
the
are
Blanket
you?
Fort. I'm doing wonderful. How are you doing today?
Good, thank you, Duncan. Good.
I have 10 questions for you if you would like to answer.
Yes.
Question number 1. What is your favorite sandwich?
I knew you were going to ask this one, so I thought about it last night. You know what? I got to say, I like a good breakfast sandwich because can't go wrong. You're always hungry in the morning. There's a place in Edmonton called Faro Sandwiches, and they have one called the Grick Middle.
The Grick Middle.
And it is a fantastic sandwich. I don't know what the Grick Middle means, but every time that we ever play out that way, we make sure to stop there twice if we can. So I'd have to say that's probably my favorite overall sandwich.
Okay. Is the bread a white bread, brown bread, croissant?
I think it's like a sourdough kind of thing. That's probably why I like it so much.
Yeah,
I'm a big sourdough fan. Yeah. Anything with sourdough or Swiss, you got me. So I guess keep it simple. Sourdough Swiss cheese sandwich.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Perfect.
No, it's just got really great aioli, and it's a good sandwich shop.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
Question number 2. Are you an early bird, a night owl, or a flamingo?
What's a flamingo? A bit of both?
Yeah.
No,
you don't feel like either.
Yeah, I guess.
It's always a flamingo.
Well, no, I'm an early bird for sure. I currently earlier than I want to be because I work with this old guy who just wakes up when he wakes up in the night and goes to work. So they get us to come in at 5. So it's a little earlier than I like, but I definitely operate better in the daylight hours than at nighttime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Question number 3. How did you receive or achieve your first instrument?
First instrument. Oh, well, I remember when I was like 11 or 12, I really wanted to play guitar because my uncle had one, and I didn't know how to do anything with it, but I knew how to get calluses on my fingers. So every time I was at my uncle's, I would just grab his guitar and hold it as hard as I could to speed up that process. And then once I'd shown everybody I really was into it, I guess my mom's cousin Sue Seltzer, she used to tour the bars and stuff with country music in the 80s, I guess. I've never heard her music, but I bet she was good. But she gave me this black acoustic guitar. Ooh. And it had the chunkiest neck on it, so it wasn't that easy to play. But that was the first guitar I had and learned on.
Okay.
And yeah.
Do you remember how old you are when you got this
guitar
I was from Sue?
Probably 13.
13,
I think.
okay.
Yeah, 13 or 14. Yeah.
Nice.
I remember in grade 8 we had to write about what our goals were for the summer of the next year or something in home ec class. And or family studies, whatever they called it then. And all I wrote was, I'm going to learn to play guitar. And they're like, anything else? I was like, no, I just want to play guitar. So in hindsight, I might have had some hyper focus there. So I think the summer before grade 9, that's when I had my first guitar and lessons and stuff. Yeah.
Cool.
So I was about 14.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for asking.
Question number 4. Are you reading anything right now?
Ooh. Well, I've always got a couple books that I haven't quite finished. But, what was I reading? Jeez. I just started a book called, I think it's called Reproduction. It's by Ian. Oh, jeez. I'm drawing a blank on this right now. Well, this gentleman named Ian, who did the Massey lectures last year, and he came through Sydney, and I had missed it, but I was like, well, I heard this guy talk on the radio, and I really like everything he had to say, and he's written some books, so I went to my local bookstore, and I picked up one of his books, so I'm halfway through that one, and it's pretty good. I just really like, I just like the way he uses language. Yeah, so I like that a lot, and so I'm working on that one.
Cool. Just want to comment, Massey lectures. People, look them up. They're every year, there's a series.
They're fantastic.
They're amazing. They're so amazing.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Wow.
Question number 5. What is your favorite pizza topping?
Well, I have a tattoo on my ankle of mushroom pizza, so I suppose it's mushrooms. Yeah. Because, I don't know, meat can be sketchy, but mushrooms are always good. I like the mushrooms.
Do you just go with the kind of button mushrooms, or do you try like oyster mushrooms?
Oh yeah,
or lion's mane?
I've been to some fancy pizza places.
Okay.
Yeah, I like shiitake mushrooms. Or, creminis are good too. Yeah. Yeah, well, oyster mushrooms. I should try that. Yeah. Maybe I should have like a 5 mushroom pizza.
Oh
Go
yeah,
fancy. That'd be good. But yeah, I don't know. I like mushrooms. They're good in between.
Yeah.
Not a pepper fan.
No.
Just the mushrooms. Yeah.
Question number 6. Have you ever played Living Roots before?
I did. In 2019 I played, and it was a great time.
Yeah.
I met Eddie in 2018 when I toured through with some guys from out west, and yeah, he told me about the festival, and I was doing a lot. In 2019, it's hard to believe the amount of shows and touring I did, to be honest. now that the world's shifted a little since then, and I remember I was working a job that summer too. I was roofing in Ottawa, so like I drove out with my friends to play Woodstock, New Brunswick the week before, and then almost missed my flight home. If you're flying Porter, they're serious about their cutoff time, just so you know. But,
how close were you?
Oh, I missed it.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah, but the Air Canada desk, there was no one there. It was literally only the Porter flight taking off. She's like, well, there's a flight right now. And I was like, and I'm supposed to be on it, but I can't. And she's like, well, we have... Anyway, it was just going to cost me too much money, or I wasn't going to be able to leave, which would have been better. I should have stayed in Fredericton the week.
Yeah.
You know, in hindsight, I don't know why I want to get back to my roofing job so bad.
You gotta fly back right now so you can work 3
flew back
weeks
so
to
I
pay it
could work
off.
4 days, and then flew back out for Living Roots. Back when plane tickets were cheap. But yeah, I had a great time in 2019 playing it, and I remember, it was just a good bill. Like I remember there was some loud, fast bands and lots of good folky stuff, and yeah, Eddie puts together a good festival with a lot of good folks.
So good.
Yeah, I remember I played a really fun show at Cinnamon with Black Suit Devil.
Okay.
I met Andy there. Yeah, that was a good time. So yeah, I love festivals like that because it does a good job of bringing people together. But like what I like about a good music festival in a town is when you showcase all the things your town has. And Eddie did a great job of being like, here's all the great restaurants we have, and like we have this many venues.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, Fredericton's happening.
I think I've participated in a lot of festivals, and Living Roots is by far my best experience with a festival.
Yeah.
Hands down. It was so supportive, genuine, lovely people. A pace that was just felt good and comfortable.
Yeah.
And everything just kind of taking place in downtown, just being able to
that
like,
too, yeah. This
Fredericton
year
downtown
felt very
is just
organized.
like, oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's like the vibe of the Blanket Fort is it transitions to the vibe of the festival. It's just it's comfortable.
Yeah, definitely. And I always, and parking seems hard to find, but hey, I find parking on Queen Street to parallel park every time I'm here. So,
there you go.
Fredericton must like me. Yeah. No.
Well, thank you for coming all the way from Cape Breton just for the one set.
Oh, well, no problem.
We're so happy to have you again this year.
I love driving.
Yeah.
I've driven lots of miles. That's I don't know. Top 3 reasons I like to tour is just to go places. So.
Excellent. Question number 7 what are you most looking forward to about Living Roots? But since you played and you're heading out today, what was your favorite part about this year's Living Roots?
I really liked. I mean, I took part in the Sunday, and I really liked how it was just like chill vibes, like acoustic acts, and that it was all like in the one venue, all in the Abbey. Like everything was so close.
Yeah.
I really liked how everything was so close together.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you do festivals, you get there and it's like the venues are like 50-minute walk or more between each other.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's hard to do. So like
Yeah.
I like that everything seemed pretty close together this year.
Yeah,
And I thought Eddie did a really good job of like putting the lineups together and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, I enjoyed the people I played with.
Yeah.
Johnny and Joel were both fantastic.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe and I guess if I had a moment yesterday, I just couldn't believe that I never hear Smashing Pumpkin covers, ever. And I almost never feel brave enough to do a Pumpkins cover, but I did the one I'd been working on. I played 1979, and then Joel comes up after, and they did a whole band version of Tonight Tonight. And I was like, this is weird, but awesome. So I really liked that. I was just like, cool. That was unexpected. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Question number 8. What do you do to relax, John?
Whew. I don't know. If anyone has suggestions on how I might relax better, I don't know. I like to put on baseball games in the middle of the afternoon because they'll usually bore me to sleep. I love baseball, but it is a long, drawn-out game, and the announcers just kind of, some of them really drone on. So I got my favorites when I'm like, I definitely need a nap. I'll just put that on. Or I was saying to you earlier, too. Or if not baseball, then I like a good Bob Ross.
Yes.
The internet's got all the Bob Ross now,
Yes.
so you can just go on YouTube, put Bob Ross on. That usually calms me down.
A few weeks ago, I had to go bring the car in to get it maintenance and the tires switched out. And I just sketch wherever I go. And so I go sitting down in the waiting room. I start sketching, and the guy at the counter sees what I'm doing, and he goes and he turns the TV. It was on covering the news or something. Changes it to the Bob Ross channel on Roku.
Yes.
And I just watched Bob Ross. And then other people who came in and just like were waiting for their car, like a lot of people always go to their phone, but they were like, oh. And whenever I would look up, there'd be like 2 or 3 other people watching Bob Ross.
Like, that's what
Eating
I like
happy little
about it.
trees.
Yeah. That's really, I like Bob Ross because you know what you can expect.
Yeah.
Maybe baseball's similar.
Yeah.
I've gotten back into watching sports a little more the last couple years because it's a thing that's actually happening currently. And I like that. I don't know. Same with live music, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, it's happening right now.
Yeah.
So I like that, you know, because there's so much content out there these days. And so it's nice to just see a thing that's like actually happening live.
Cool.
Yeah.
Question number 9. Could you please recommend to our audience a band or artist or musician that they should look up and listen to on a sunny day in the shade of a tree?
Oh, okay. So I picture something kind of chill. Who do I like for a shady day? Or sunny day in the shade of a tree. I mean, one of the most played things for all times lately, my go-to has been Adeem the Artist.
Adeem.
Yeah, Adeem the Artist. They are from Knoxville, Tennessee, I want to say.
Okay.
But they just they play like, you know, socially progressive lyrics and such, but like to 80s, 90s country style music.
Ooh, okay.
They came through with the Mountain Goats a couple years ago, and I almost went to that gig, but I didn't. I wish I would have. But yeah, my buddy Pete showed me them a couple years ago, and I just keep coming back to that. So if you got a nice sunny day in a shady tree, I would recommend checking out Adeem the Artist.
Is it Adeem?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, they're fantastic. Like, I don't know. There's this
Check them out, folks.
Yeah. There's this whole like queer alt country scene that's kind of bubbling up in the States right now, and they're one of my favorites in that. So.
Ah, fantastic.
Yeah.
Question number 10. What would you ask your 5-year-old self?
What would I ask 5-year-old me?
Time travel 35 years. Little John sitting there.
Don't you think you want to trade that goalie stick in for a guitar? 'Cause you're probably not going to get out of the basement with the goalie pads. So I'd be like, here's a guitar. This will get you into several more basements. This will take you to blanket forts.
Yes.
You know, it still did, but I wish I had maybe 5 extra years of it. Or I would have said to 5-year-old me, "Here, this is a drum kit. Figure it out." There you go. That's because that is just eludes me.
Yeah.
I got lots of drummers in Canada that I could call up and be like, "Will you play, please?" Because I will never be able to play the drums myself. So I do my very best to be kind to all my drummer friends. It is a skill I do not possess. So I don't know. That's what I'd say to 5-year-old me.
Okay.
Oh, that's terrible, because every time old people came to me and talked to me about career type things or future work, I'd be like, yeah, I don't know. So I'm sure 5-year-old me would be like, shut up, I'm finger painting here.
I think I would ask, would you want to finger paint on this guitar?
Yeah.
Like the strings a little bit.
Yeah.
So let's finger paint this drum. Ba, 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 ba.
Yeah. No, I guess that's it. I wish I'd have found music earlier, for sure.
Okay.
Like, beyond just listening to it in the car with my folks.
Getting to experience and create it.
Yeah. So
cool. Fantastic. Well, that was my 10 questions from me to you. Okay. Do you have one question from you to me?
Yeah. What gave you the inspiration for setting up this blanket fort?
So in the new year, I had a friend come visit, and he was working on a podcast called Canuck is a Slur. Really fun, like, deep dives into weird, obscure Canadian culture and weird history thing. Like,
that sounds fun.
It's a really good... Canuck is a Slur, folks. Look it up. It's really... He does, like, multi-part series on... Just check it out. And so he was here, and... So I built him a little blanket fort so that he could record and work in the basement. And then he wanted to interview me, and so we built it a bit bigger. And then I took it down after he left, and as I was hosting a couple artists, I wanted to make a quick blanket fort in case anyone wanted to record. They were inspired, wanted a space, a sound
great
proof
sound
space.
booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I messaged Eddie, and I'm like, so the people I'm hosting, do you think they would appreciate a little recording space? And he was like, well, what about interviews? And I'm like, oh, yes. And I've always been the interviewee side, and so I was like, could I be the interviewer? And he's like, oh, of course. And then he just really let me run with it, and
this is great.
Built it bigger and bigger. I realized just how many fabrics and blankets I have. And then after Colin came for the first one, it was just such a fun time. Every morning I wake up, I'm like, well, how can I make this better? How can I change the lights around, make it more well lit, make the questions so people can see them so they're not in my head, or I'm not like looking at a cue card in front of me. Let's make it comfier with some flooring. And then before it was flipped over to the gray side, I'm like, no, we're blanket fort. Let's have the colorful side.
Yeah.
And then it's...
Yeah, this stuff's handy, eh?
Yeah. So I guess...
And all kinds of ideas. Yeah, this is a great sound booth.
Yeah, inspired by a silly idea from an experience with a friend, and then another friend just putting the slightest prompt in my head, and then I run with it. Yeah. And now, like, I'm not going to take down the blanket fort. Hopefully, Eddie and I are talking where we want this to be a continuing running series, as he always bringing in artists. And when they come into Fredericton, they can come to my place. I'll share the story scrolls with them, and then come hang out in the blanket fort for a bit before they head into town. And I feel it's a really nice way to introduce people to Fredericton.
Yeah.
Give them the vibe that I feel, or I want to share with them. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
You want to take the story scrolls on the road, yeah?
Yes. Yeah.
That's great. That's a great idea.
In August, I'll be traveling west. My sister is expecting her third, so I'm going to go back to Lethbridge to meet the new tiny human.
Nice.
And then my parents are going to let me borrow their converted Home Depot cargo van to tour around in. So I'll go up and down between Edmonton and Lethbridge once or twice. I have a ton of family and friends, so I can do kind of backyard shows at their places.
Yeah.
And then gonna drive, at one point, probably spend 2 weeks driving to Vancouver Island and back. I have some aunts and cousins who live in Victoria and Vancouver. some really good friends who are in Victoria, and then my mentors Fred and Ray live up island, and so I want to go up see them. I showed them the storybook when I ran into them last fall, and since then I've added so much more. So I want to spend maybe like a day or two with Ray and Fred with the storybook and getting their feedback and direction on it as their like lifetime career in performing and just we were trying to do it like online through like, but you've seen it doesn't communicate well enough online, so just being in their backyard, sharing it with them, getting their feedback.
It's definitely something to see live, for sure.
It's
so there's just so much to it.
And then I'll be probably renting a U-Haul with my buddy Jesse, and then he'll hopefully do a Trans-Canada drive with me over to here, and then he'll stay here for a bit and help me with the show I'm working on. And he's been one of my best friends since high school, and like very consistent creative collaborator. Most of the times when I need like my giant works photographed, I just go to Jesse, because like he knows how to do it. He knows how to capture the weirdness that I've made, because he's captured all of the weirdness that I've made over the years.
That's good to have.
When he photographed the storybook last time, we're staying at his mom's, and we just went onto the back patio, and I unfolded the book, and he just sort of stood there and went click, 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 and then I'd like move it. It was like going in between his legs and stuff. And we just spent like, and because like the sun was out and that was our only lighting source, and there was like a kind of a cloud moving in, where it was like, we got a timeline, we got to have the same light conditions. Go, 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 click, 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 da, 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 click, click, click.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So you work well under deadlines.
Yes.
Me too. Can't get to work till I see the cloud. Let's get going.
And then, and hopefully on the way from out here to west, I've applied to the Via Rail Artist on Board program.
Very cool.
And hopefully they say yes, and then I can spend like 2-3 days on a train reading to people on a train.
Yeah.
That feels like the perfect place to share that story. Like, you're on the adventure, here's a story about the adventure.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, knock on wood.
Yeah.
Stuff works out.
Hope you get that.
And if none of the like applications work, then it's like, well, I have friends and family across the country I would just hopscotch to and make my way across.
Probably faster than the train too.
Yeah.
I like the train. I wish we could improve our train and bus service in Canada. I got a lot out of riding the Greyhound back in the Discovery Pass days.
Yeah.
It's pretty phenomenal. It's just a cheap way to travel.
Mm-hmm.
People like only have negative things to say about the buses, but I mean, I put in like 300,000 kilometers probably. I didn't have to drive any of it, so I miss those days.
Totally.
Yeah. Wow. Via Rail. Cool.
Well, incredible. John, thank you for joining me in the Blanket Fort for this interview.
Thank you for inviting me to this awesome Blanket Fort.
Would you like to play a song in the Blanket Fort for us?
Sure, could do.
Okay, I'll go. We'll switch everything around, go grab the instrument, and then we'll come back and do a song.
Just give her?
Just give her.
Okay.
Clear the cobwebs from above my head. Want to be more positive, shake away the dread. Now the sun hangs high in the sky for 14 hours in May. Clean our houses, we can clean our brains. Let me off of this red train. Though we may be stuck inside, with the windows open wide and you by my side. I don't really mind. Now the sun hangs high in the sky. For 14 hours in May. If we clean our houses, we can clean our brains. Let me off of this red train. Let me off of this red train. Let me off of this red train. Let me off of this red train.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing!
Well, thank you. Thank you. Sweet.
Beautiful.
Sounds great in here.
Yeah. Would you mind playing the Smashing Pumpkin cover you did last night as well?
Okay, sure.
That would be
Sure.
I don't get a cover played in there.
Okay.
So, I like it. Yeah,
I
it
can.
was so much fun last night.
I think.
This will be the first 2 songs. Like it.
Okay. I do like to keep my songs short. That's the thing I like about hardcore punk rock. Short, concise songs. Justine never knew the rules. Hung down with the freaks and ghouls. No apologies ever need be made. I know you better than you fake it to see that we don't even care. Take these zipper blues, and we don't know just where our bones will rest. The dust, I guess, got it and absorbed to the earth below. The street heats the urgency of sound. As you can see, there's no one around. Oh, thanks.
Blanket fort,
Blanket fort, blanket fort, blanket fort.